to like fit a wider range of riders. Basically what they did is they made this bike lower in the front end.
Did you see Bicycle Station posted a video about the new Madone 8?
Yeah, are you watching it right now?
Yeah, so that way I can learn how to build my new Madone 8.
Wow, did we get another one of these?
2, that's like Madone 16.
Double Madone.
Double Madone. Let's see what's inside.
So we're building this one now.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Because it didn't show up in time for the launch.
That made me sad.
Yeah, this is the video that we wanted to make, y'all.
I need like scissors. Whoa.
Big Trek energy.
Should I do my reveal?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Gotta get all the heavy stuff out of the way. Floor parts.
I think you got the coolest color.
You ready?
Yeah. That didn't work.
Oh no, it's stuck on something. I don't know if it's gonna work.
Wow. Trek.
It's so heavy. I thought they were supposed to make this new one lighter.
Well, they did, but
Oh, that didn't feel like it.
I don't know if it's that light. Dang.
Did they lie?
I don't think they lied. It's just it's definitely light. It's definitely lightweight. It's just not as light as I expected.
Well, I'm really excited.
I think you should be.
You know why I'm so excited about this bike?
Because you liked the old one a lot?
That is true, but that's not why. This is the first bike ever that I've ever had where I was able to get the right size cockpit. Stem and bar width, perfect.
Wait, so why is that such a struggle on other bikes? What's the problem?
I don't, they just don't make them fast enough.
Oh, like the tarmac we had to put like a weird setup on. I think I understand.
So we ordered the right size for my tarmac.
Yeah.
And did it come this week?
Probably.
Which is 6 months after we ordered it.
Interesting problem to have.
Yeah, and I don't even have that bike anymore. But it will be going on a bike in the future.
Why'd you get 2 of these?
Twice the control.
We're gonna talk about that. Because now that I've like done a lot of thinking about this bike, I have some opinions.
I don't know anything about this bike. I actually didn't watch our video yet, so I don't know what you talked about in that video.
This is.
Did you just read the spec sheet?
In my own way, but yeah.
Like most other YouTubers.
The thing that I think is really interesting that we're gonna get into is that this geometry is a lot bigger of a talking point than I initially made it out to be in the first video.
It's kind of weird.
It's a little bit, I don't want to say janky because I haven't ridden it, but in my head, it's a little bit confusing. Like I said, we're going to get into that. This is the launch day of the Madone. So like we got the bike by launch day, but we couldn't get it quick enough to actually make a video in time.
It's today's launch day.
Yeah.
We got it yesterday.
That's a really sparkly bike.
What about this sparkle? It's sparkly in there. Oh, that one?
I'm just going to scratch it. ISOFlow.
You got to have that.
Do you think it's going to be comfortable?
I think so.
Yeah, the last one was
The
really
old bike was so comfortable. That's one of the reasons that it was like my favorite bike ever, was because it was so comfy. So I think this one's going to be the same.
You're just going to ride that like it is for now, right? Like we don't need to go get your other bike?
I'm going to like ride it tonight, and if I like it, then I'll swap the crank tomorrow and race it this weekend.
Risky.
Like if it feels comfortable right out of the box. Because some bikes you have to like ride for a week or so to get like used to the handling. So we'll see if this is one of those or one that just feels good right away. So what's so interesting about the fit of this bike?
Oh, funny you ask. So what
size did I get?
This is a large.
It's a large, not a 58. A large.
It's a large. And so what Trek has done is they've made the reaches shorter and the stacks shorter.
Taller.
Shorter.
Maybe.
No, I looked it up.
So this, I'm comparing this to my Envy Melee. That's kind of a tall bike. This bike is taller than a size 58 Melee, but shorter.
Weird.
Yeah, I think it depends on what size you're looking at, on where it falls.
The medium large is the one that I did the math on.
Yeah,
it's like really.
I think they're all different because they're like cutting sizes in different areas.
Basically, what
because they got rid of 2 sizes.
Yes.
Overall, but have the same range. So like the smallest person and the tallest person can still ride these bikes.
Yes.
So they had to cut corners somewhere.
The reason why this is a problem is because they are still shipping the bikes with what is, in my opinion, too short of a stem. Like, what did they ship this with? What is that, 100?
I think it's a 110.
Where does it say on it? On the one, it's on the bottom, on the bar right here.
Underneath?
Yeah, it's underneath.
100, yeah.
So they ship, so you see what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
So they shipped this size large bike with a 100 mil stem, and the reach is shorter on, in general, a little bit shorter across the size range. I'm concerned that people who buy this bike without using Project One are gonna have to do what we're doing, which is buy a second handlebar for $650 or something, and then have it all undone and installed again, because I just think that they didn't really accommodate for the shorter reach whenever they were putting stem sizes on this bike. It just, what do you think about that?
I think I agree. I haven't looked through all the sizes, but I would assume if this one is as short as it is for a size large, then they're all short.
They're all short, is what in general is what I kind of noticed. So be really careful when you're ordering a Madone. Please order a Madone using Project One. It doesn't cost any more money for the stock size or for the stock paint jobs, and then you can actually get this right. Save yourself a lot of headache, because the reason we didn't do it through Project One is we tried to get this in time for the launch, which didn't even work out, but yeah.
But they did send the right size crank arms. They finally moved away from like 175s for anything over a 56.
That is a nice touch.
They realized that no one runs 175s.
I think my dad runs 175s.
He is very tall.
He's so tall.
that kind of makes sense.
What's the width on the stock bar too? I'm just curious. Was that a 42?
39 in the tops, which is awesome.
Which is super cool, yeah.
I don't know if everybody thinks that's awesome, but I think that's awesome.
And you're going narrower. We're doing the 37 control on this,
which I think is the narrowest one they make.
No, there's a
35?
There's a 35.
I tried that on the non-integrated bars, and it was too narrow for me.
It's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. This is not normal. Stop doing this. Everyone needs to chill.
They want to be aero.
Look at your freaking shoulders.
Look at me on the bike.
It's like armpit size.
That's not the point. Should I just cut through the fork with this?
I think
just like do the whole cut.
You probably could. Is that even like right? Like, is that all the way down?
It's pretty tight.
Okay.
There's just your average gap there.
Well, do you remember the warranty on the old bike?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like because of that. I wonder if that's like, we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
There was like gappers that were too big on the old Madone.
Oh, it's stuck. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Why does that happen every time?
I don't know. Just be screwing in some barbs.
Did you cut this, dude?
Yeah.
Dang.
Freaking choppy chop.
What color is it oily?
No, it's silver. I actually like that it's silver.
Yeah, I do too.
The oil slick ones are too much, even though this bike is, no, this bike isn't too much. It's
I
subtle.
think this is cool. This
It's
is like
subtly awesome. It comes with a wheel set that I've never had, but I know it's my favorite wheel set.
I think that this wheel set rocks. I loved this wheel set whenever I had it.
I can't wait to ride it.
Did you ride my 51s or did you
No.
have 62s?
I had the 62s.
The 51s are better than the 62s.
The 62s were sick. They were just like a little bit heavy, which doesn't really matter.
These are just...
But I'm a shallow boy wheel type of guy.
I think that my new team wheels are faster though.
We'll see.
We're gonna find out. I'm just telling you my prediction so it's on camera.
We'll find out soon.
Yeah, real soon, because now we have the bike that we wanted to test with.
I think we should do a big filming day. Jesse and I are gonna spend probably 2 hours at 300 watts. We're gonna eat so much food.
Should we order a pizza?
We're gonna need like 7 pizzas.
We'll order some pizzas.
I have a feeling it's gonna be like a 10-hour filming day. What do you think?
I love it.
I can't wait.
I walk over here and of course freaking Bubs is here and then there's a problem.
Got it.
Got it. Blowing out end caps on expensive wheel sets.
Nothing.
Does it not fit?
They gave me the wrong size.
It's not.
Are we gonna have to spread the fork like we do with Specialized?
First day. Do you do that with your Specialized?
Yeah, every Specialized bike I have to spread the fork to get it in.
Mine's not like that.
You got a good one.
I do have a good one.
They're like...
My tarmac's so good.
They're like, we don't need to make this the right width. We'll just guess. Should I put air in the tires?
Are you gonna run these tires?
I might like try them, but I don't think I'm gonna race them. I'm scared.
I'm excited for Trek's new tires, but I'm just so scared of them still, you know?
Maybe I'll just race them and see what happens.
We decided that these are Vittorias, right?
They're Vittorias. I swear they're Vittorias. Chat, let me know, are these Vittorias?
They look like Vittorias.
They have to be. If they look like it and they smell like it, then they are.
Is it done?
All done. Ready to ride. The brakes work.
That's the future. No seats.
Is that what the pros do these days? Look, they numbered it.
The bar is cool.
The bar is...
Did you see the computer mount?
No, not yet.
It's like my favorite computer mount I've ever seen. It might be the best part of the whole bike, actually, is the computer mount.
Let's put her on.
Do it.
Okay. I got to make sure these are the same. They feel the same. That's good.
Is this legal? What's the rule? Like, how narrow can it be?
This narrow.
Is that the limit?
I don't know.
Okay.
Actually, I'll worry about that.
You're supposed to be the road
I'll worry
expert.
about that when I get into the Tour de France.
The France boys. It looks good.
It feels really light.
It better be. It's going to be heavier than my tarmac.
That's okay, I think. I bet it'll be faster than your tarmac, too.
It might be.
Uh-oh. If
Dumb.
it is, are you going to call them?
No, I don't care.
Which one do you think is Garmin?
The one that's this one, because I already made this mistake with a different. They didn't put.
They put number 1 and 4.
They didn't tell you which one, but I already messed this up on a different bike.
Did
so.
you look at? I have a Garmin one back here.
The Garmin ones are
Slightly different.
There's another problem.
A fit issue.
Fitment.
I think the last time we left off was talking about how weird the fit was.
That was definitely a
Maybe.
main part of the video.
So this is a large, and I ride larges /58s, and supposedly the way the sizing works, it should fit more people. With my saddle height, I have the seat post like slammed.
It's bottomed out.
Bottoming
in the frame,
out.
like all the way down.
I think I can ride it. We'll see.
It's measuring to be kind of too tall, depending on where you measure.
What
right?
part of the saddle? Like,
Yeah.
because I don't have the same saddle on these two bikes.
Like if you measure it here, it's fine. If you measure it here, it's too tall, right?
Yeah. So we're gonna see if I can ride it. But I have a super tall saddle height for like.
This is why you get a 58.
That's why I get a 58.
This is the exact reason why Trey rides a 58 and I ride a 56.
Because my saddle height is so tall.
Yeah.
So unless you're actually extremely tall, this bike would be too big for you.
Well, I'm about to go check and see what Trek actually thinks about this, because I bet that they have a shorter seat post that you could buy.
I bet they do too.
I bet that's
which
the
is
solution.
Silly.
Yeah.
But the other option would obviously be to get a medium large.
Return it.
But then I would need such a long stem.
To get a medium large, you'd have to run like a
130 or
40
40
actually.
Yeah,
because
I think a 140.
Let's just get some numbers in this MF. I'm on the trek.com and we got Trey's 5'11", and I'm also 5'11", so we're both solidly in the large. Let's see what's going on here. So if you were to get a medium large Trey,
yeah,
you would be a 130 stem. So not a 140. I was a little bit exaggerating there, but
a 130 is such a long stem.
That's a long boy.
Yeah.
You would have a normal amount of spacers, so that's no big deal. But you also, I think we need to get you the short mast, because that is a thing that they sell.
Definitely need the short mast.
Yeah. And this is what I've been talking about, y'all. This is the same thing where we really need y'all to order these through Project One. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna be like me and Trey and have to spend another $300. So not only do we have to spend $600 on the handlebar, we're gonna spend another $300 on the seat post. This could have been avoided, but we weren't smart people and we didn't buy Project One.
I don't think I would want to run a 130 stem.
Well, no. I'm saying if we bought this as a Project One, we could have told them we wanted the short seat post.
I don't think we would have known that.
Well, we wouldn't have, but it's okay. We're just going to spend $300.
True.
Yeah. I'm just trying to help customers out in this situation. Like, you really need to take a look at this bike and the sizing on it, because it's not traditional. It is...
it's weird.
I think it's going to work. Like, that's not what I'm saying. I do think it's going to work out, but, like, we have now almost spent $1,000 on extra fit parts.
Yeah, it's not okay.
That's not like what we want to be doing. So just definitely order this bike with a Project One so you don't have to be like us. Because I'll order you a new seat. I'm just going to order you a seat post.
Okay.
Wouldn't that fix it?
That would definitely.
And these measurements are not nonsensical, but this is a 190 length and they make a 150.
So drop it down 40 mil.
Plenty of space for.
I need like,
yeah.
to be safe, I feel like I need 5 more mil.
Yeah.
Down. So not a lot, but enough that like it would change my bike fit.
I just feel like if we're gonna tell people who are 5'11" to buy a size large, that we should definitely not send it with the long seat post. That's just kind of like.
I don't know. I literally don't know anyone my height that has a saddle height as like tall as mine.
Yeah, look at. Just look at the Melee. You can tell. Like, look at that.
I'm not a tall person, but I have a tall saddle height.
Yeah, like, and you can just look at this NV Melee and see the tall saddle height.
So basically what I'm saying is, first of all, Trek's recommendation sizing thing is just wrong. If you're 5'11", you shouldn't be on this bike.
You should buy medium large.
Yeah, absolutely. We built a bike.
For realsies.
I think this might be like my favorite looking bike ever.
Did this work?
Yeah, the old one.
That does work.
So the old one would just like fall off. They made like little clips, hold that on, job track.
They fixed it, yeah. The stem looks sick.
It's a long boy.
It's chunky.
It's only 120, but it looks really long. Now we're gonna weigh it. Did you talk about the aero bottles in the last video?
I did.
So I think one thing I want to do is put the aero bottles on any other bike and we'll do some time tests to see if they're like faster. Because I feel like people should just buy those and put them on whatever bike you have.
Which you can buy from us because we ordered a bunch of them.
Go to thebicyclestation.com. If Bubs is back on the camera, Jesse left, had to take the phone call. This is the new Robo bottles. That can't go on a Trek bike. Let's see. Boom, fits. Aero bottle. So you can use both bottles, which is really sick because I thought I was going to be stuck with just using these ones, which like just look like a pain to fill up because that hole's so small compared to like a full bottle-y thing. But you can use regular bottles, so that's cool, isn't it, Bubby?
Yes, sir.
Here's that. Okay, last thing we got to do is weight check. You want to weigh this first or the Melee?
The Melee.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know we've weighed this before, but I think it was with different tires. I have 30 mil tires on it now instead of 28s. So it should be heavier. What we got?
Like 1670.
1670, cool. With a big chain ring too. And a lot of sand, look at that. That adds some weight.
That does.
You wanna guess first?
Say,
I'm gonna say like 16.1.
I was thinking like 15, like high 15s. Dang. It's high 15s.
High 15s?
Oh wow, it's a lot lighter than I expected. Why is this one? Oh, it's not painted.
No paint, baby.
That paint on the other one, I think, is why it was so heavy.
Get your bike in black because it weighs less every time.
I think
They actually fit like really nice.
Do they actually fit?
Yeah.
All right.
That's like
all
solid.
right. All right. I just don't like carbon cages.
I would like prefer the metal ones that both of us run.
Yeah.
But, like that would work for riding.
I'll concede that it works.
Tire going flat right now because it's getting so hot in the sun.
Is that what's
The
happening?
air is just like exploding out of it. Yeah. So Trek Madone. I'll ride it if I can, or I'll wait for the new seat post and then ride it. And we'll see what happens.
Hopefully you can ride it so that we can do our video that we plan to do on Monday.
I'll ride it anyways, or I guess we could just use that bike.
Gross. I'm just kidding. NV Melee review coming soon.
If you want a Trek Madone,
Don't.
Madonna, or an NV Melee, hit us up at bicyclestation.com or at
Email us,
Built
please.
by Trey Instagram page.
We're gonna do, now that we have this bike, we're gonna do a ton of stuff that we've been planning, which is exciting.
Like a wheelie coming.
We're gonna do so many videos with this. We've been waiting for this bike to do a lot of projects is what.
Yeah, she be aero, she be light.
I'm impressed by the weight.
Under 16 pounds. Once I put my 54.2 chainring on there, it'll be heavy again, but it'll still be like...
Well, it's as light as my tarmac.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Especially since I'm 1x.
Especially since you're 1x and have stupid light wheels. These wheels are like 1,400.
They're like 50 grams more.
50?
Yeah, those are like
Oh yeah, you have not the super
Yeah.
shallow light ones. Yeah. Bye, everybody.
Bye bye.
See you later.